What's up, loyal Cub fans? Another win yesterday in the books on Monday. Wasn't the best Monday, raining in Kansas City. Cubs ended up winning 3-1 on Monday, August 6th, and the winning pitcher was Cole Hamels. That was nice to see. He pitched 6 innings, only gave up 1 run. Got out of a lot of jams and still left under 100 pitches, like 97 pitches. Got a lot of key ground ball, double plays. Bias made a good defensive play. So he got some help from his defense, but he also put his team in that situation. He only walked one and had like 7 Ks. So 2 starts for him, and in 11 innings, only 1 run. I didn't expect him to be the ace, but right now he is. I'll take it. If he can even pitch like the second or third best guy, I was just hoping to be better in Chatwood. Maybe expectations are low on my part, but he is helping the Cubs out. Much needed inconsistent ability in their starting pitching right now. It's been disappointing. We're only 10-9 after the All-Star too because of that. Now yesterday, I couldn't ask for anything better from the pitchers. I mean, Hamels, put him in a great position after 6 innings, and then Cishek has been outstanding lately. Pitched a great 7th inning. He's kind of been that mid-game closer. We only up by 1 at that point, and then Cishek, or not Cishek, but Kinsler, trade addition too. He's been looking good. Hasn't gave up a run yet. He pitched a pretty efficient 8th inning. Gave up 1 hit, but pretty quick work. And then 9th inning, Strop came in. I think this is his 3rd game out of 4. He was off yesterday, but it looked like they were considering stopping the game for the second time for a rain delay. And Strop will work pretty quick too. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, struck out a couple guys. He's got 8 saves now. So, it's the thing about him, kind of the history. I mean, ERA wise, overall pretty good, above average pitcher statistically. Can make bats miss. He can struggle when he comes in with inherited runners, but coming in a clean inning, it's kind of is what it is. I mean, otherwise it's Justin Wilson who's been struggling. Edwards, seems like Edwards is better in a less stressful situation too, but they may utilize Edwards possibly today if needed, or who knows. So we're just kind of doing the best we can without Morrow too. He's definitely was brought on to be our closer, but he's on the DL right now. Hopefully he comes back strong. I don't know if it's going to be September or if they're going to get him back earlier. We'll see. And but as far as the Cubs hitters, too, you would think they would score more than 3 runs. They're up against a pitcher with a 5.1 ERA. Kansas City, a lot of people are like, well, they're the last place team. What's going on? Are we going to lose again? And I know the last series disappointing to lose 2 out of 4 games against another last place team, but and then we had a DH, so you would think we could score, our 5 runs or more average, but maybe it was the rain that was a factor. We did get a lot of traffic on the bases. We had 9 hits, had several walks, but we left bases loaded 1 inning with 1 out. 2, we just couldn't quite get enough runners in. We were 0 for 7 runners in scoring position. Some of the bright spots today is Sobers had a triple, and then he was only able to score because of a wild pitch. What was frustrating, the next 3 guys struck out after him. It was looking like it was going to be a really good inning with first and third on with no outs, and but at least he did score. At that point, I would say the 1-0 go-ahead run. Actually, it was 1-1. We were down 1-0. And so Sobers played pretty good. He's just been on fire. The other guy that's been on fire is Baez. I mean, MVP candidate. He was a little bit down in the dumps, and Strop gave him a pep talk too after he struck out a couple times, looking badly. Kind of went fishing one time. He comes back, hits a home run, his 25th homer. With 1 guy on first, he hits a double, gets an RBI out of that. So the RBI, he's the leading RBI guy in the National League, I guess for a reason, and I got 2 more today. So yeah, Baez and Sobers kind of carried the team. I mean, we did get hits in other areas. It's good to see Almora got a single and he got a walk. He had one game where he had 2 hits, so he's coming out of his slump. He was in a 1 for 26 funk. Uh, Happ, he struck out 4 times. The first 2 times caught looking, and he was kind of spending a lot of time arguing with the ump. Sometimes some questionable calls, but that probably didn't do him any favors the rest of the game. And then third and fourth time he strikes out looking. So that was frustrating to say the least, especially against Hammel. It's a 5.91 ERA. Not our Cole Hamel, Jason Hammel, another former Cub. 2, he's pitching relief for the Royals, and his ERA is like 5.9. So he's towards the end of his career and not getting it done. So Cubs do win on a day that second place Brewers were off, so they gain a half a game. Cubs are 1.5 games ahead in the division, and they now played 3 less games than Milwaukee. It's going to take a long time for us to catch up with games played against Milwaukee. Looking at the schedule, they have more days off down the stretch. That's one thing that scares me. This month is supposed to be our easier month, but you just got to play the game. And so right now we're a game and a half up above them. Pittsburgh lost yesterday. The Cardinals lost. So Cardinals are 7.5 games back. So it's given us more. It's what I figured would come down to Milwaukee and Chicago for the division too. So that's where we're at right now. We play the same time tonight, 7:15. Cubs play at the Royals. We'll see if we can get the offense going more. We got Montgomery on the mound. He got himself in some jams last inning, but only gave up 1 run last inning. And I think he actually left a game in 5 1/3 with no runs, but the runner he had on base ended up scoring. So he's been pitching. His June was unbelievable, a 2.86 ERA as a starter. July, in his 4 outings, he had 1 quality start. He had a game where he gave up 4 runs, 5 runs. So it wasn't as effective in July, but got off to a good start for his first start in August. We'll see. He wants to stay in the rotation. I think if we get Darvish back, though, we need him in the bullpen because the 2 left-handers we have are seeing a lot of regression. So we could use him. He can eat up more innings out of the pen. It could be a good thing. I know ideally you want to see Hendricks is, been looking better. June was his worst month, and July he's looked better. Last start, I mean, he got off to a great start, 3 innings, no hits, and then 4th and 6th inning ends up, finding a way to give up 4 runs, and didn't quite make it out of the 6th inning. So that was disappointing, especially after a pretty good start. But then Quintana too, he's kind of up and down. We know he's capable of pitching a lot better. So we definitely need more consistency. Yesterday was a day where starting pitching was great, and the bats, 3 runs, not the worst, but you expect more against the last place team, against a bad pitcher. So tonight, Cubs will have a little bit more of a challenge up against a starter that is a 3.39 ERA. Granted, he was a reliever most of the year, but he did pitch a complete game once. But he is hittable. His strikeout and walk ratio is less than 2-1, so not impressive. We just need to, like yesterday, we made that starting pitcher look good. We swing at a lot of bad pitches that I guess fooled us, or were too anxious too. So hopefully we get things going. Maybe hopefully, I don't know if it's going to rain again tonight. That we can get the offense going more. You don't always know what you're going to get out of Montgomery too, so we'll see what happens. But it'd be nice to get up on this series 2-0. I mean, you would never easy to sweep a team on the road. You would think playing against the last place team, that's a big opportunity to do so. But it all starts with tonight to get up on that 2-0 lead and see if we can get pitching consistent like yesterday and the bats going a little bit more. We did generate a lot of traffic. We just got to bring them in, get it done. Can't always just depend on Bias and Sorbrus to score us all the runs, even though they've been hitting like 400 lately and coming through in the clutch in a lot of good situations. So it's very good to see. So, well, hopefully Cubs can get some more separation. I know, unfortunately, Milwaukee, they play San Diego at home. Granted, they did decent against us and scored a lot of runs. Maybe they can bring their bats with them. I think they're playing at Milwaukee. They did well against us, so we'll see. That's why it's baseball. At least Cubs won yesterday, and in the game, some ground in other wild card teams in case we do slip. But I don't want that to happen, so we just have to keep winning as many games as possible, pull a bigger lead, and so I'll start with tonight, Game 2 against the Royals. Go Cubs, go!